Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can install a free trial version of the SPSS software for Windows. So to get started, you have to go to Google and type SPSS software. Once you do that, it's going to carry you onto the IBM website, and you will be presented with the option SPSS software. If you click on that, you're going to be presented with two options. If you're doing this for the first time, you might be presented with a cookie page, and you just have to accept cookies to move on. So we are interested in the blue box here. So you just have to click on the Try SPSS Statistics for free. And once you do that, you are going to land on this form here, and you have to provide certain pieces of information, starting with an email address. So you have to specify a valid email address. So for a case, it's spssflames@gmail.com. So you just go on and you can just put this. All right. So you have to just put any name that you want, and then you have to specify password. Remember, you need one uppercase letter, and you have at least one number. So you need 8 characters in total, including an uppercase letter and at least one number. For the country, I live in Belgium, so this is the default. I just have to add my city, which is Antwerpen. So once this is all figured out, you just click on next, and you're going to be carried forward to the next section. So you just have to click yes, that you're a student, and also click on yes in the second question that IBM can contact you with special student pricing offers. For them to do that, you have to specify a valid telephone number. So they'll hardly contact you via your number. They'll always send you an email, but occasionally they can call you for special offers. So once this is filled out, you just click on next, and then an email will be sent to you. So I have to go to my email here, and I see that I've got mail from IBM. So I just have to copy this 7-digit verification code here. And then I'm going to move it over into this box here. And once that is done, I just have to click on create account. So there are 2 other boxes here. You don't need to tick any of these boxes because you don't want email, you don't want telephone for future products. So for the moment, you just create your account, and then move on to proceed. You click on proceed, and then you have to wait for your IBM ID to be generated. So this is just your email address. So once this is done, you're going to be presented with a page that will allow you to download the SPSS software. So yeah, you just have to click on download here, and then depending on the Windows operating system that you have, you might have to select one of 3 options here. So the first one is for the case where you have a 64-bit operating system. So you have to click on this blue button here. And the second one is if you are running on a 32-bit operating system, and the last one is for Mac users. So I know my system that is a 64-bit operating system, so I have to click on this first one here. But if you really doubt what kind of operating system your machine is running on, you just have to go to search here, and just a system, and you can have some information about your system. So here I have 64, x64 here stands for 64-bit machine. So once you click on the download button here, you see that this exe file is being downloaded. So we have to wait for this to be downloaded, and once this is done, we just have to open it up and then install it. So once the installer is completely downloaded, you just have to open it up, right click and then run as an administrator. So once you do that, the window is normally supposed to pop up, and then you just have to click on yes, and then you have to wait. Okay, now you're going to be prompted with this window that says let's get started. So you just say I agree, and then you continue. And then there's this default folder that has been generated, and this is the installation part. So this is where your trial version is going to be installed. For my case, I already have SPSS installed, so there's going to be a conflict of location here. So um, if you've never installed SPSS before, you just have to click on continue. But for my case, I have to change the location. So I'm just going to put it on my desktop. So I'm just going to select the desktop and I say continue. And then I have to wait for the files to be written on my desktop. The next step is just to click on launch. And the IBM SPS statistical subscription is available for us to use. So here you just have to specify the email that was used to create this IBM ID, and then make sure that you specify the correct password with this one uppercase letter and this one number.